Hi, my name's Tim,
And I'm Ashley.
and we have a 3-year-old dog named Milo who we love very, very much. He is like our firstborn child. And our journey with Milo has been a little bit different from what we expected and anticipated. We got him at a rescue center in Nashville, and he was 2 months old. And going into it, we thought that, if we're going to rescue a puppy and it's a couple months old, that, there won't be any baggage or any surprises because we're first-time dog owners. But that was not the case. A couple months into ownership, we discovered that, Milo had a couple strange, eccentric personality traits that we found were surprising and difficult to deal with. And so, we had never dealt with dog aggression, any sort of resource guarding. We had a couple conversations with different trainers, and we had one experience in particular where a trainer came over to our house. We had a session with her and Milo, and Milo threw her for a loop as well, and was a difficult experience where the trainer didn't really know what to do, couldn't really give us the proper guidance, and actually wound up suggesting that we consider other options in terms of euthanizing him, because it was not something she had dealt with before, and she couldn't really crack the code and figure out why Milo was the way he was. That was heartbreaking for us because we had a 6-month-old puppy who we were very much in love with, and we picked up the phone and started dialing other trainers trying to get different opinions, and we came across Brian. We could tell immediately based on the conversation that he really had an understanding and was not surprised by anything we threw his way. It really seemed like he had heard it all, and gave us a lot of reassurance. People would meet Milo and think that there was something wrong with him. They had limited interactions with him. He was like a baby child to us, and so we had a very close relationship with him. But when other people would come into the house or strangers would interact with him, they would see a different side of him that caused some concern with people and with us, because we'd be like, well, no, Milo's the sweetest, most affectionate, caring dog ever. But that was difficult because people would, only see what they saw. And due to the fear that our dog had and distrust in people, it was like they were seeing a different dog.
My biggest concern before sending Milo to training was just that we were going to be told what we were told before, that we would have to put him down and there was no hope for him. Just that we love the dog and we just didn't want someone to give up on him. We wanted someone to have faith in him like we did, because we knew. Just Brian's experience was the biggest thing. Everything we said, he was not shocked by. He seemed very confident, and at no point was he like, that's an option, is euthanizing your dog. Like, we were gonna be able to work through this, and we had full confidence in just how he was talking to us and everything he said with his experience, things he has seen. And even after meeting Milo for the first time, he was like, we can do this, and I fully believe that we could.
When Brian picked up our dog and the training experience began, we immediately had a big weight taken off our shoulder, just from the communication and the confidence that Brian really conveyed. We were very nervous about sending Milo, our dog, off to training for several weeks at a time. We thought he was going to be a really big challenge for Brian, and within 24 hours Brian gave us a call and said, hey, this is nothing I haven't seen before. We actually were soon convinced that maybe it was overkill and we didn't need to do that. Communication was super consistent and really put our minds at ease, receiving text messages, photos, and video updates so we could see our dog and, watch the progress happen in real time was just incredible. And we learned a lot just virtually before we even got to, see our dog again and debrief with Brian. And
life has been different since we got Milo back in so many ways. I mean, he is such a trained dog now that pretty much anything that we were worried about before, we feel like we can handle. He is still not the perfect dog. He still has his quirks, but I feel manageable taking care of him. I'm not scared of him. Other people aren't scared of him.
We're able to problem solve through things with him, and we often ask, what would Brian do? Or what would Brian say in this situation? And it actually really helps us solve through problems and navigate different situations that we haven't been in before, but we recognize those commonalities of dog behavior and how to communicate his quirks and personality traits with other people who might not know anything about dogs.
I would say when looking for a trainer, the biggest thing that we found helpful was getting people on the phone. And the second we talked to Brian, we were like, okay, this is our person. Like, just being able to hear his voice, go back and forth about what we've been experiencing, what he has. And then we, of course, looked him up, saw his experience and saw that he was more than qualified. But there's a lot of dog trainers that are qualified on paper. But hearing him, you just have a sense of relief and confidence. And I think that was a big part in choosing who we wanted.
Our experience with other trainers in the past has been very transactional, and the value you get or the value you feel like you're getting is in the moment during those training sessions. But our experience with Brian has been truly life-changing, but it's the knowledge that you get and the understanding you learn during those sessions that we've been able to apply every day of our lives for the past 3 years. That's been incredible.